Hey guys, it's another really hot day in Southern California and we have the Tempest back outside. I am loving the stance on it. Like, I really dig this. But the reason it's back outside is because I have to pressure wash the entire engine bay. It is so nasty. There's so many leaves and webs and everything in here, and it is like the grease and dirt is just kind of caked on. So I'm gonna do what I can to pressure wash this thing down, and then hopefully it's a nice clean engine bay that we can work with and start installing all the brand new shiny parts. Also, I'm gonna be using O'Reilly's foamy engine degreaser and just spray this whole thing down with it. Just let it soak and then pressure wash it.
Do you know how to start it?
I turned it on and then yanked the thing.
Okay, it's on. Pull that choke out. Did you pull the choke?
Oh no.
Thought you're a carburetor girl.
There we go. It's my first time using one of these Hondas, you know?
Did you turn the choke off? Okay, truthfully, she's doing most of the work, guys. I just step in whenever she can't crack a bolt loose or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just showing her, guiding her along.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now?
Getting down and dirty in here. I'm just scraping off all this crap off the lower arms. I mean, we were talking about it, like all this stuff is coming off because we're gonna be installing the new parts, but I just want it clean so that way when we're like zapping everything loose, it's not like pure crap, you know, falling off the car. So I'm just trying to do the best I can to get rid of most of this.
It's looking better.
Yeah, a lot better. Come on. Oh my God.
You gotta pull it hard, like and fast. That's better?
Okay, we're gonna try out this nifty attachment right here. It's gonna go under the car.
For the undercarriage. Go ahead. Oh yeah, go ahead. You can go more straight up. You can go straight up.
Alright, check this out. It's all been pressure washed, all been scrubbed down. Now it's just drying out here in the sun. I think this is a lot better to work with. Even though it's all coming apart, it's just gonna make things a lot cleaner in the shop. So I'm happy, making progress on the Tempest. So today I wanted to show you the rear end setup that I have for the Tempest. So in the car right now, it's got the really crappy 8.2 with, I believe, 273 gears. and that just wasn't gonna cut it for me. I needed something a lot stronger, a lot beefier, and that's why I went with this Moser 12-bolt crate rear end. So when you order it, it comes just like this. It's got the ring and pinion differential already installed, which was a huge plus for me. And then the axles just came in a separate box, along with some brackets that I have for my QA1 suspension and gear oil. So this thing is pretty trick. I spec'd it out just for this car to work with all of the parts that I have. So I guess I'll start with right here. It's got my favorite Moser diff cover on it, which has the fill and drain plug. And then inside, I went with 373 gears and an Eaton Truetrac as the differential. I have a Truetrac in the Firebird and I just love it so much. So I decided to go with that. It just has 1310 U-joints back here. And then I went with their 30 spline axles. So you can see they're pretty nice. I have 30 splines in the Firebird as well. So I figured that'll be plenty for what I'm doing with the car. I didn't really think I needed more than that. It's already an upgrade over the factory. So just went with the 30 splines. And then what also makes this rear end super cool is that it's got a ton of adjustability here for the QA1 coilovers. So they gave me some brackets that are gonna work with this deal. So theoretically, it should all bolt up together and work really nice. And then this is what makes the whole deal pretty unique. So it is a 12 bolt, but I went with the big Ford flanges. And that's because I wanted to eliminate the C-clips. I wanted to go with, the Ford bearing style for the axles. So no C-clips in this deal. And then to work with this flange, I hit up Wilwood, and I'm gonna be running their Dynalite Pro kit in the rear. So got calipers right here, 11-inch rotor, and I have master cylinder and prop valve over there, but I'll show you that later when we get to installing everything. But yeah, so I think right now we're just going to set this whole rear end up with the axles and brakes and then throw it under the car. Okay, so I have the backing plate right here. Just gonna slide, actually it goes this way, like that. And then I'm gonna take this whole unit like this and carefully slide it in.
Careful with the seal.
Yep. I'm just like lifting it. And then this is gonna take a little strength. Hang on, hang on.
Let's hit twist it a little bit at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a male-dominated sport.
All right, so that's there. Now, oh, nope, now this needs to rotate. And then there is, where is it, right here? This piece has to slide in from underneath as well. And then I'm gonna grab the rest of the hardware and just mate this to that. First off, shout out to O'Reilly for delivering parts we needed right to the shop. Just ordered some lugs to go on these 1/2-inch studs, because when you went with the upgraded axles, you could also upgrade the studs, stud size, all of that. And now I'm just gonna use some standard O'Reilly brake clean to just wipe off the coating that's on these Wilwoods. right, I'm gonna try and find the GM pattern. Is it not this one?
Turn it a little bit more. There it is.
Here we go. And I need a hammer. That is tight. There we go. So I put the brake pads into these 4-piston Wilwood calipers, and now I'm just gonna put them on. Super easy, like that. All right, so I think that's it. We'll like tighten up some things on the rear end here, and then that's pretty much it. I think it's ready for install.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta yank the old one out.
Okay. Let's take a look at this grungy thing. What is this?
It's a BOP 8.2, so it's a 10 volt, but it was the early one, so it's like crappy in every way possible.
Straight junk. Lift with your back, not your legs. Good job.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys just missed all the action because it was like a 3-person job, but these guys just
Oh my god!
these guys just manhandled it.
Look that rear end. Wait, hold on, we need those brake lights. No, actually, they're in good shape. Okay, it's out.
So,
That is out. Let's put the other one in.
okay, so right now I'm just finishing up the double flare on this hard line right here. Picked it up. We already finished this side. You can see it's like roughly in place. We actually used the old bracket from the 8.2, so it was still useful, I guess. And yeah, you can see it's looking pretty good. Just gonna finish up this end. You can connect here, and then this thing is pretty much ready to go in the car.
Did the bolt fit through?
No, I was gonna tell her to try that first.
Try that first.
Oh, try this first. No.
Yeah, the powder coating.
Not even close.
See. There we go. That, Andrew. Okay. Damn.
Dang!
That looks so good.
That looks unreal.
Wow. I've been hot rodding for years and I ain't never had anything that nice.
This is
And then
just unbelievable. And like it all looks so good, even with the calipers, you know, it works.
it looks good.
It works. Oh
So
wow.
now we just got to torque everything down. But we got to get the pinion angle set first. It looks pretty good. I think it's supposed to be around 3 degrees.
Yeah, I think that's what it said. Look at this.
Wow.
This is unreal. This car, gonna have to make it real nice to deserve these parts. Dang, I just can't get over this. Crazy how a week ago it was just still had the overhead cam 6 in it and everything. It was still
It's coming along. There it is.
locked in place.
Done.
That is a rear end install. Look at that. Oh, and we also dropped the tank off camera if you hadn't noticed, so that's gone. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to Moser, QA1 and Wilwood for getting on board with my Tempest build. These parts are just unreal. They look gorgeous sitting under here, and I know they're gonna work really, really well, especially with what I plan to do with the car. I still haven't installed the rear sway bar yet. That's included in QA1's level 2 handling kit, as well as a front sway bar. So just gotta basically torque everything down and then move on to the front half of the car, and can't wait to do that.
This car.
It'll be worth it when you're cruising it.
Thing better go fast.
Oh, it'll freaking
And it
hold
better
the
handle
nail.
good. And it better stop good. And it better be reliable.
It's gonna do all of the above. Danny's done. Danny's done. Okay guys, so we installed the complete QA1 front suspension kit apart from the front sway bar. As you can see, it's got the bitch and lower control arms with these double adjustable coilovers, and then the uppers right up there. And we actually had to leave the factory drum brakes on. And reason being is because I have a special little collaboration that I'm doing with Wilwood. They're actually gonna be picking up the car tomorrow, and we're gonna be taking it over to their facility to install the front brakes there at their facility. So that's gonna be a pretty cool deal to see the car over there. But yeah, that's the front setup. And then back here, as you saw, so this is the Moser 12 volt fully installed now. We got the Wilwood Dynalite Pro rears, so I'm gonna have matching fronts. These are an 11-inch rotor with a 4 piston caliper, and then yeah, Moser 30 spline axles, the QA1 rear suspension. We got the double adjustable shocks, lowers, uppers, and then just missing the rear sway bar, but that's it. That's pretty much it. So we even bent up the hard line that you saw earlier on top. I think that looks really, really good. So shout out to Danny for doing that. And that's it. So yeah, in the next video, you're gonna see this thing over at Wilwood, where we're gonna be installing the fronts. So that's it for this video. We'll see you guys next time.